So the last video I made was a chair, like a office chair on wheels that you sit at a desk. So I thought today I would make a desk that you could put that chair at. And one of the things I dabble in is making these isometric rooms. And I'm going to do a video on pulling all this stuff together. But so far we're just adding furnishings. So let's get started. So here we're at the default Blender scene. A couple of housekeeping things. In the scene properties, I am using, in units, I'm using imperial, and length, I'm using inches. I also use a add-on called Quick Snap, which connects objects in your scene. So I highly recommend that. It's a free add-on. I've got a video. I've done a previous video on Quick Snap. It's a magical add-on. Everyone should have it. It's free. But anyway, here we go, desk. And this is going to be a pretty short video. It's pretty simple to make the desk. So we'll go in here and we'll set the dimensions. So I'm going to make it 24 inches by 48 inches by 1 inch thick. So that's the desk top right there. So now we just need a couple of legs. So like I say, it's going to be a quick one. So we'll add a cube, and I think I'm going to make this 3 inches by 3 inches by 30 inches tall. So that's the leg. So let's just grab that and move that down the Z-axis. And always apply the scale. If you don't apply the scale, Blender has trouble adding modifiers or, doing things in edit mode. Strange things happen. So always apply the scale. Whenever you change the dimensions of an object in object mode, it's very important to apply the scale. So Blender has sort of a ground zero to work with for the next operation you do to it. That's kind of the reason you apply the scale. If you don't apply the scale, Blender gets confused as to where you want to apply the modifier from. So right here is the scale. So you always want this to be 1, 1, 1. So now we're going to add a foot. So this is going to be like a stand-up desk. So I'm just going to duplicate. Actually, you know what? I'll just add another cube. Cube modeling is my favorite. So this thing is going to be, let's say, on the x-axis, we'll go 20 inches. And we'll go 3 inches. And we'll go 3 inches. So we'll grab that, move that down the Z-axis. Okay, I like this. So let's zoom in on this foot. So I want to put like a tapered edge on it like this. So I'm going to apply the scale, just like I said, and I'm going to tab into edit mode. And I'm going to do a Command R to add some edge loops. And that looks good. So go with that. And I'm going to go up here to face mode. I'm going to select these two faces. And I'm going to go to this one, number 1, which is the front view. And hit G to grab Z-axis. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go edge mode. So I'll select these two edges. Back to 1. G to grab Z-axis. And I'm going to go like this. Something like that. And then I'm going to go into face mode. And I think I'm going to bring this down a little bit. So G to grab Z-axis. Something like that. Now here's where this magical quick snap comes in. So back into object mode. I'm going to click on this leg. And my shortcut for quick snap is Shift Q. So I'm going to hit Shift Q twice. It brings up this menu. And I want to snap to the center of a face. So this side is the from, this is the to. So now if I do a Shift Q, see how it highlights the center of that face? And it'll just snap to the center of that face. Can you think of a reason not to have this add-on? That is magical. Okay, so I think I want to round these corners. So I'm going to tab back into edit mode, edges. I'm going to select this edge and this edge. And I do Command B to bevel this. Now, if you roll your mouse wheel forward, you can add more edges to this bevel. And that's kind of what I'm looking for right there. I like that. That looks good. So now I am going to I'm going to Shift D to duplicate this. I'm going to R to rotate it on the R to rotate on the Y axis, 180 degrees. There we go. So I'm going to grab that and move it up the Z axis. Now we're going to do the quick snap again. So Shift Q. Oh, you got to click on this. Shift Q and snap. Oh, I should have added this one to it. Okay. Shift Q. Boom. There we go. Now I'm going to go back into my quick snap options, and I'm going to go back to vertices and curves. So now it's going to snap on corners now. So, got to select the whole leg. Shift Q and it's not quite where I want it. There. So I like that. That looks good. So I'm going to duplicate this. So Shift Q. Shift D to duplicate. And then grab it, move it along here. And I'll just do a snap on this corner. There we go. So now we're just going to move these legs to the center of the desk. So I'm going to go back into this side view, and I'm going to G to grab on the X axis until it's centered. And I'm looking at these points along with this Z axis. So there is a quick and dirty stand-up desk. I said it was going to be a short video. This is it. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps my channel get noticed. And give the video a like if you liked it. And also, in the comments, leave a comment on other tutorials you'd like to see, and any comments on the tutorials you've watched. Anyway, thanks for watching.